Hello, my friends, and welcome back to English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and today's episode is especially for those of you who already speak some English but want to sound more natural, more confident, and more like a real communicator. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever spoken English, maybe with a friend, a teacher, or even online, and felt like your words were correct, but somehow you still sounded unnatural, maybe too formal, maybe too much like a textbook? You're not alone. Many learners face this exact challenge. The good news is that speaking naturally is not about using complicated grammar or memorizing huge lists of words. Instead, it's about learning the right expressions, the ones people actually use in daily life. So, today I'm going to share with you 10 everyday English expressions that will help you sound much more natural. And I'll also show you how to practice them so they become part of your automatic speech. Let's get started. Expression 1. Sounds good. Imagine your friend says, "Let's meet tomorrow at 5. Instead of saying, "Okay, that is acceptable," you can just say, "Sounds good." It's short, friendly, and natural. You can use this almost every day when you agree with someone's plan. Expression 2. I'm not sure, let me think. Sometimes learners freeze when they don't know the answer. But in real life, native speakers don't usually stay silent, they buy themselves time. So next time, instead of saying nothing, just say, "I'm not sure, let me think." This keeps the conversation flowing. Expression 3. By the way, das is a classic. When you want to add new information that's not directly connected to the topic, you can start with, "By the way." For example, "By the way, did you see the new movie?" It's friendly and keeps the conversation smooth. Expression 4. No worries. Instead of saying, "It is not a problem," which sounds very formal, you can say, "No worries." For example, if someone says, "Sorry I'm late," you can reply, "No worries." Expression 5. Guess what? This is a fun one. You use it to introduce exciting news. For example, "Guess what? I got a new job." It's simple, but makes your English sound full of life. Expression 6. Hang on a second. When you want someone to wait briefly, don't say, "Please wait for a moment." Instead say, "Hang on a second." This is exactly what native speakers use in daily conversations. Expression 7. I see what you mean. If you want to show understanding, don't just say, "I understand." That sounds a little robotic. Instead, try, "I see what you mean." It feels warmer and more human. Expression 8. Sort of, native speakers rarely speak in absolutes. Instead of saying, "Yes, I like it," you can say, "Yeah, I kind of like it," or "It's sort of difficult." These phrases make your English sound softer and more natural. Expression 9. Actually, This is a very common word. It's used to correct or clarify something politely. For example, "Do you live in London?" "Actually, I live just outside London." Expression 10. That's it. When you finish explaining something, you can wrap up by saying, "That's it." It's much more natural than saying, "I have finished my explanation." So those are 10 daily expressions that will make your English sound much more natural. But here's the key: knowing them is not enough. You must practice them out loud until they flow automatically. How to practice? Let me give you a simple daily routine. Morning, look in the mirror and practice 2 or 3 of these expressions. Use them in short sentences. Afternoon, while watching a video, pause and try to reply with one of the expressions. Evening, do a self-dialogue. Pretend you are explaining your day to a friend and try to include at least 3 expressions. Why this works: speaking naturally is not about big vocabulary. It's about the small, everyday expressions that create rhythm and flow in conversation. If you master these, people will instantly feel more comfortable speaking with you. And remember, fluency doesn't come in one big step. It comes piece by piece, phrase by phrase, expression by expression. So your challenge today: pick 3 of these expressions and use them out loud right after this podcast. Don't just listen, speak. That's how you grow. Thanks for joining me today on English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.